I give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank SRSG Bintu Keita for her comprehensive briefing. I welcome the participation of the representatives of DRC and Rwanda in the meeting. The situation in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo remains deeply troubling. Civilians continue to bear the brunt of violence. The mass killing of more than 300 civilians by M23 in Rutshuru in July is shocking and must be condemned by the Council. The perpetrators, their sponsors, and their enablers must be held accountable. Pakistan welcomed the Washington Peace Agreement between the DRC and Rwanda, facilitated by the United States, as well as the Doha Declaration of Principles earlier concluded between the DRC and M23, facilitated by Qatar. Alongside the laudable African-led processes, these initiatives provide important openings for peace and stability. But agreements on paper alone are not enough. They must also be implemented in good faith. The same applies to Security Council Resolution 2773, which calls for an immediate and unconditional cessation of hostilities, protection of civilians, and full, safe, and unhindered access for MONUSCO and humanitarian personnel. All armed groups, in particular M23 and FDLR, must lay down arms and join credible disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration programs. External interference and support must stop. M23 must cease hostilities, withdraw from occupied areas, dismantle parallel structures, and engage earnestly in dialogue. Mr. President, we must also address worrying contradictions on MONUSCO. On the one hand, the Washington, Doha, and African tracks rely heavily on MONUSCO for ceasefire support, verification, DDR, and protection of civilians. On the other hand, the mission's capacity is being reduced. Of the 11,500 authorized troops, fewer than 9,900 remain. Due to the recent budget cuts, 755 troops and 40 military experts are being repatriated. Further reductions are envisaged under contingency planning. This consistent weakening of MONUSCO is not sustainable and undermining peace and security in the DRC. We must strengthen MONUSCO, not weaken it. Pakistan supports the Secretary General's call for member states to pay their assessed contributions in full and on time. The Secretary General's recent report on MONUSCO makes it clear that restrictions on MONUSCO's movement by AFC M23, closure of Goma and Kavumu airports, disruptions to power, water, and banking, and denial of flight clearances are crippling the mission's ability to protect civilians and perform its mandates. Urgent steps must be taken to restore MONUSCO's ability to carry out its mandate. We therefore call for immediate reopening of the airports in Eastern DRC, guarantees of freedom of movement, and facilitation of overdue troop rotations and medevac operations. Mr. President, Pakistan has a long and proud history of contributing to peace in the DRC. Our commitment to the people and government of the DRC remains strong. For peace in DRC, we reiterate that Resolution 2773 must be implemented. Restrictions on MONUSCO should be lifted and the mission strengthened. The guns must fall silent. Unfettered humanitarian access must be restored and the war economy dismantled. If we fail to act, Mr. President, the window for a political settlement will close under the weight of rising civilian suffering and shrinking UN capacity to respond. I thank you.
I thank the representative